This is really happening. We're going to Italy. Just don't fall. Do not fall. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. The plan is I will take a flight from Sofia to Milan, Malpensa airport, and then I go to Milan for like a few hours, and then I go take a train from Milan to Lake Como, where I'm meeting my cousins. Basically, two of them are in an a cappella group and they're performing. The plan is to go see them and also the rest of my cousins. I'm very, very excited. I'm vlogging after a really long time. Please excuse the rusty vlogging skills. And if there's interference in the background, this is a very low budget vlog just for memories and close friends.
Hi. You must be wondering, why should I watch another travel vlog? Well, you've probably seen 100 vlogs from places like Milan and Como. You've seen Milan's style, Como's reflections, the fairy tale streets of Strasbourg, and the history-soaked corners of Germany. This isn't a vlog about places. This is a vlog about what it felt like to be there. The parts of travel that live in your chest, not your photo album. The little moments, the crumpled ticket, the nearly missed train, the journal entry that will never make it to Instagram. So if you're here to see another cathedral or another coffee cup, I can't help you. But if you're here for the things too big or too small to be filmed, welcome, you're in the right place. All my life, I've been waiting for something to end. A deadline, a tough phase, a version of myself that I didn't quite like. Before I allowed myself to feel joy, I kept telling myself, just get through this, and then you can breathe, then you can live. But this trip changed that. I had one of the most challenging exams of my final year coming up, the kind you're supposed to plan your whole life around, but for the first time, I didn't wait. I booked my flights before I even took the exam. Now, typically, this is the last thing you would catch me doing. It was impulsive, maybe a little reckless, but it felt right. For the first time, I stopped waiting. I let joy come without asking for permission. I stopped postponing life. And my first stop was Milan. I just dropped off my bags. I'm trying to figure out now whether to take the tram, not the tram, the metro. Yeah, okay, I'm a bit disoriented, but it's fine. Milan. Being there felt like I had walked into a painting that knew it was being admired. The city buzzes with a kind of confidence, not loud, but sharp. It felt like everyone knew where they were going and what shoes to wear when they got there. And there I was, a little out of breath, a little out of place, but somehow exactly where I needed to be. I remember standing in the stunning Milan Central Station, where even the chaos had elegance. The Duomo appeared like a memory I hadn't made yet. I couldn't speak for a moment. I didn't want to just look at it. I wanted to remember what it felt like to stand in front of something that had survived time. Solo travel teaches you small braveries, like asking a stranger to hold the camera for you. I was uncertain, but I asked, and somehow this kind soul captured more than just a picture, like this. Did we all see that? Let me replay for impact. Next, I stumbled into Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Please excuse the pronunciation, which felt less like a mall and more like a Meryl Streep monologue about fashion from The Devil Wears Prada. Even the architecture was dressed to impress. Absolutely timeless and impossible to ignore. I wasn't there to shop. My budget and my bank account both politely declined. I was there to breathe it all in and maybe get inspired. Then came my invitation to pause at Prada's very own pastry shop, Marchesi 1824, where soft clinks of fine china pulled me in. Hands down the best cappuccino of my life. And then came the Torino mosaic, a little dancing bull. Legend has it that if you spin 3 times on the bull's testicles, yes, testicles, with your heel, you'll be granted good fortune. People took turns stepping on it, spinning, laughing. Some shy, some showy. I did it too. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't wonder what anyone thought. I just played along. Amidst the bustle and grandeur, love quietly took center stage, like it always does. As I watched a proposal unfold, I remember a wave of warmth and awe washing over me. It wasn't just about two people in love, it was the vulnerability and the courage to share that moment so openly. When she said yes, the crowd roared in joy like it was a personal victory. Let me tell you what was not a personal victory. One thing about me, if there's tiramisu on the menu, that's not a suggestion, it's a mission. I found a glowing review of a little spot tucked away at the end of the Galleria. Someone said the tiramisu won them over. And I wanted to be won over too. But there was one, let's say, interesting review about the service, but I went anyway. Surprisingly, the service was lovely. The tiramisu though, not so much. I was confused and very, very disappointed. Then I stepped outside and realized I'd gone to the wrong restaurant. The real tiramisu heaven? Next door. I walked over, politely asked for a slice to go. I wasn't leaving Milan without it. And they said no, not because they were out, but he said it was because I had dared to eat lunch at their neighbors. Tiramisu? More like tiramishu'd away. Never mind. If Milan was motion, Como was stillness. A quiet exhale I didn't know I needed. The train ride there felt like the world slowly softening. Cityscapes gave way to hillsides, and in that stillness, a very specific lyric from Billy Joel came to mind. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. I am not Billy Joel. It's just me and my noisy bag, the handle of which broke. It's going great. As I was trying to come up with something to say about Como, I realized there wasn't much to say because Como wasn't about performing or narrating, it was about being there. And so, here's the best piece of music to play with the backdrop of Italy, the Godfather theme. Take a moment, breathe it in with me. Radhikatya.
Hey! It's so good to be here.
Yes. Dear Como, you'll always remind me of reunion, of loud hugs on quiet streets, of passing pasta plates and stories across the table. In Como, it wasn't just about sightseeing. It was about the simple joy of being with family and picking up right where we left off. Dear Como, thank you for giving us the space to just be together.
We are happy.
So happy.
So happy.
And then there's them doing something.
Doing coupley things.
And we feel very rich right
Very
now. Sophisticated, demure, mindful. बस ज़्यादा. Oh my god. Ceiling look. What the heck? I just saw. We came here to watch two of my very talented cousins perform with an a cappella group called the Swingles. In that theatre, the music came alive. The air thick with anticipation, the energy humming between the performers and the audience. It was a truly magical moment, one that stayed with you long after the last note had faded. Yeah, anyway. So, how dead are we? What's the plan for today?
Yes.
Yes is the plan for today.
Maybe.
Pizza is the plan.
Pizza.
And pooping.
Oh yes.
Say pizza to drugs, say no to yes.
What is that other one?
Yeah.
Say
Pizza and pooping is the plan.
Actually, that doesn't go well together. We won't poop if
Not
we eat pizza.
simultaneously.
No, I'm not saying that. So if we eat pizza, we won't poop.
like
That's true. But we can get a salad.
say no to drugs, say yes.
Taking a video of buildings, bro. Take your phone a little bit. पुढे. आता ये.
No talk now, आता गप्पा बसायचं नाही.
Wow.
The next day, we visited Villa Monastero, and it was like a postcard. So, allow me to describe it like a postcard from my mind. I'll tell you about one scene that I loved, one sound that I remember, and one thought that I had while I was there. One scene that I loved has to be the sunlight spilling through the tall cypress trees, casting long shadows over terraced gardens that tumble gently down to the glassy lake below. One sound that I remember is definitely the soft ripple of water against the ancient stone. One thought that I had standing there with my cousins was that we looked like we walked right off the set of The Godfather.
It's not personal, son. It's strictly business.
मानसी बघ आपण आता ह्या साईडला आलो की नाही.
Yes.
डोंगर बघ.
Soak it in because it's gone.
Are you guys going to ruin everything for me? Guys, I am happy to report that I did not accept defeat from my last Tira mission and finally succeeded with this one. And just like that, our time in Italy came to a close. Next up, a long road trip to Germany. The music playing right now should be your best hint of the route we took there. Switzerland, you absolute beauty. We drove through the Black Forest with my mind humming the timeless melodies of Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge on repeat. Once in Germany, I didn't film much, mostly just soaking in time with family. Going on? What is going on?
We are celebrating your
We're not celebrating.
exam. We are celebrating.
We're not
We
celebrating.
just had tasty biryani and now we are having tasty cake.
झोप आली ना झोप आली खूप झोप आली आहे आपण इथे टाइमपास करतोय नुसतं Yep. Yeah. One evening during a quiet walk in Frankfurt, I stumbled upon this serene lake. It pulled me back to one of my favorite movies, Dead Poets Society.
I went to the woods because I wanted to live deliberately. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life. To put to rout all that was not life, and not when I had come to die, discover that I had not lived.
I'm being followed, I think, by ducks. I'm leaving. Please don't follow me. Why are you following me? Do I need to run? Stop following me, bro. Oh my, stop. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Where are we going today?
We are going to France.
Yes!
We are going to eat creme brulee and eclairs and croissant straight from the oven.
Today, I wanted a croissant. Croissant! So I went to a place that sells the croissant. Croissant! And then I bought the croissant. Croissant! I returned home
with the croissant. Croissant! And then I ate the croissant. Croissant!
On a whim, we set out for a day trip to Strasbourg. Strasbourg was the love child of Pinterest and Instagram. It wasn't exactly Emily in Paris, but if Emily took the weekend off, wore sneakers, and ditched the drama, this would be it. Cinematic and effortlessly chic. Half-timbered houses, flower-draped balconies, and the kind of cobbled streets that slow you down without asking. We tried some lovely food, French onion soup, or as they call it, just onion soup, creme brulee, and buttery eclairs. Every bite, très magnifique. I'm sorry. Didn't I say in the intro of this video that if you wanted to see another cathedral, I can't help you? Well, moving on. They say that if you want new experiences in life, you must first be grateful for what you already have or have lived. So before I sign off, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the wrong turns that led me to the right views. Thank you to the city walls that taught me grace can be carved. Thank you to the slow trains that reminded me you can't rush greatness. Thank you to the late night laughter for proving I'm still made of joy and haven't outgrown wonder. Thank you to the calories I didn't count, only cherished. And for family, my constant reminder that no matter where I roam, I always have a place to belong.